New state proposals for an extra round of stimulus checks have been passed. More financial assistance is finally going out to a large group of Americans. Also, $200 stimulus payments may be sent out very soon. Friends, remember that I'm here every day to keep you up to date on the latest, most accurate, and reliable news related to fourth stimulus checks. I want to support everyone in this community as much as possible because I know that right now can be a very confusing and frustrating time for seniors, Social Security, SSI, SSDI, RRB, and VA beneficiaries. Please know that I'm your daily advocate for more stimulus relief to be passed. Do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and share this video with your friends and family if they need more honest fourth stimulus check news. So if you are a resident of the state of Illinois, I have some really good news for you. Republicans in the Illinois House of Representatives have just announced a plan for a new round of stimulus checks to all eligible Illinois residents. The proposal is an attempt to curb the rising inflation rates by helping with the cost of living. So these stimulus checks that have been proposed would be an amount lower than the federal checks distributed since the crisis began. But in honesty, any stimulus money would help right now. The proposed plan would send $200 checks to people earning fewer than $75,000 per year, and $400 checks to joint filers making less than $150,000 per year. Now, I do know that there is a big difference between a $200 check and a $1,400 check. However, friends, this is just the beginning of the negotiations. This will also mean that the check amount could increase as discussions continue among our lawmakers. The current version of the plan would cost an estimated $1.4 billion. Republican State Representative Tom Demmer said he would want the state to use part of the $8 billion in crisis relief money that had received from the American Rescue Plan. A big factor that we all should remember is that all states have received large amounts of crisis relief money from President Biden's American Rescue Plan that was signed into law in March 2021. There are many U.S. states that still have much more stimulus funds left over. The great news is that more and more U.S. states are finally deciding to use the unused stimulus funds on state stimulus payments just for their residents. In my opinion, I strongly believe that all states should at least send their own version of a fourth stimulus check to help their residents, especially with this crisis right now. So friends, do you agree with me? Please leave your thoughts in the comment section below. The most recent round of stimulus checks from the federal government came in early 2020, and that was after Congress passed the American Rescue Plan. California is one of many states that has opted to issue their own direct payments, which is such a wonderful blessing, friends. In California, the Golden State stimulus checks provided a one-time payment worth up to $1,100 for eligible residents. There were some conditions on receiving the money, but fortunately, it is not too late to claim your payment. The most recent round of Golden State stimulus checks was included in the California Comeback Plan, which was passed in July 2021. The payments were to be distributed in several waves, which started back in August up to this month. The California Franchise Tax Board have said that the paper check payments may take up to 3 to 5 weeks to arrive, so that may explain why some of you may have not yet received your money. So friends, please know that if you are a resident of California, your checks may be on its way. It is also possible that some eligible individuals have not yet had their Golden State stimulus checks because they have not yet filed a tax return. Usually, not everyone is required to file taxes, but to trigger a payment of the stimulus checks, a tax return must be submitted so that the California Franchise Tax Board is able to check your eligibility. The deadline to have filed it was October 15, 2021, but there are some groups that may be able to take advantage of an extension. If you applied for an individual taxpayer identification number by October 15, 2021 and have not received your individual taxpayer identification number before the deadline, then you have until February 15th of this year to file your tax returns. and then be considered for either of the Golden State stimulus check payments. Friends, the keyword for this video is oatmeal. If you would like to enter tomorrow's $100 Walmart gift card giveaway, please click and like my videos, comment below this keyword and also any keywords of any video that we watch. And please make sure that you are subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, friends. Governor Gavin Newsom's administration has said that 2 out of every 3 Californians are eligible for a share of the $12 billion in Golden State stimulus payments. The original program was aimed at Californians with low incomes. It was also expanded in July to cover people making $75,000 or less, which is really, really wonderful, friends.
Where does this descending spiral of division lead? And how can we stop it? Our country's divisions have now fueled efforts in several states that will make it more difficult for Americans to vote and undermine faith that all Americans should have in our elections and our democracy. These state laws have no place in a nation whose government is formed by free, fair, and open elections. We must also acknowledge a painful fact. The state laws we seek to address are symptoms of a larger, more deeply rooted problem facing our democracy. The divisions themselves, which have hardened in recent years and have combined with rampant disinformation to push too many Americans away from our basic constitutional values. In the spring of 2017, after Trump took office, I wrote an opinion piece in the Arizona Republic highlighting my concerns about the strains on our constitutional boundaries and the shrinking respect for our founding constitutional principles. In the years that followed, my colleagues and I in this body were called upon to participate in 2 separate impeachment trials for crimes against our Constitution. And on January 6th last year, I was standing in this very spot, speaking in this very chamber, defending Arizona's fair and valid election against disinformation when violent insurrectionists halted the presidential certification. Threats to American democracy are real. I share the concerns of civil rights advocates and others I've heard from in recent months about these state laws. I strongly support those efforts to contest these laws in court and to invest significant resources into these states to better organize and stop efforts to restrict access at the ballot box. And I strongly support and will continue to vote for legislative responses to
Friends, that is the end of this daily stimulus update video. Thank you so very, very much for everyone who's watching daily. And I truly hope that you found this video helpful. Please do make sure that you are subscribed to my channel and click and like this video. And also, please do me a favor and share this video with your friends and family. Thank you so much, friends, and have a very, very blessed Thursday morning.